Hi there, welcome to this short flow that will be working on some strength, some flexibility, and of course ending with relaxation to just kind of take in all that we've just done and accomplished for ourselves. We've given ourselves a gift of movement. And so after brain injury, movement can sometimes be challenging. And so take this as slowly as you wish. You may just want to watch for the first time and then decide what you want to do next time. But I invite you to join in and just do what your body says that you can do today. So we're going to start with mountain pose. We're just going to kind of get settled and grounded on our feet, and we will end on the mat. But we're going to work on some lower body strength first, some flexibility. So I invite you to let all four corners of your feet settle into the mat. And you will notice that I always keep my eyes closed. It's because for me, that helps me just kind of settle into this moment rather than looking at my surroundings. But you may want to keep your eyes open, especially if you have problems with balance, and that's totally fine. You may even want a chair beside you to hold on to. That is absolutely, if that's what you need to do, that is the best thing for you and for your body. That's what we want for you. So let's settle into mountain, whether you are holding onto a chair, whether you're standing. You may even sit in a chair. Just let your shoulders melt away from your ears. Palms are facing forward in this position of receiving the goodness that you are giving yourself in this movement. And all of your toes are grounded into the mat, the heels of your feet, the edges of your feet. Just let your feet settle into the ground. Let's just take some deep breaths here. Let's start with 3 deep breaths, and I'll count us up to 4 on the inhale and 4 on the exhale. In through the nose, out through the nose, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the inhale, and exhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Inhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Now take a couple more breaths on your own and just let your body arrive here in this moment. And now if your eyes were closed, just allow them to open. And we're going to start with Warrior 2. So wherever you are on your mat, you're just going to step back with the right foot. And we want to look at our position here. Our front heel is going to be in line with the back arch. So we can even have our legs straight for now, just to kind of look at that alignment. And then we're going to bend that front knee. And we're gonna and let the back leg can shift further back if we want. We may have like a bend in that's a parallel. We may have our thigh parallel to the floor. We may have it just at an angle, whatever works for your body. Even if you wanted to keep it almost straight, that's fine. But what we're doing is we're opening up the hip area, especially on this right side for now, and then we'll do the other side. So right now we're looking at the front heel in line with the back arch, and maybe you haven't had your weight supported like this in a while. So we're building strength here and some flexibility. So this is Warrior 2 from the waist down, and then from the waist up, we're going to just lift our arms up, parallel to the floor, and then gaze over the front fingertips. Let the shoulders move away from the ears, relaxed. And this is warrior two. We're just working on some strength and flexibility here. And now flip the front palm and just move the body toward the back leg. As little or as much as you find comfortable for your spine, for your neck. And then we move back into warrior two. And we'll do that again. We're just getting used to these movements because maybe you've never done these before. Or maybe you have. And now we're just looking at holding a pose for a little bit, which is a little harder. So now we're going to flip that palm and let that top arm arc over the head. That back leg is still straight. And now we go back into warrior two. So now we're going to let that left elbow gently rest on that knee, the front knee. And this, the right arm, I have frozen shoulder, so it's not going to do what yours might do. And maybe you have frozen shoulder. So that right arm simply, wherever yours goes is fine. That's where mine goes. It's getting there. And then we lift ourselves back up into warrior two. Now you can see that we've built some heat in the lower body. If this is something you haven't done for a while or ever, you're starting to build some heat in the lower body. So now we're going to, I'm not going to ask you to just step that foot up all the way because that's a big step if you haven't done this or done it in a while. And we're simply going to shift our weight around. And now we're going to check that that right heel is in line with the back arch. So all we've done is just shift around, and now our right foot is in the front and that left hip is opening up. So that the back foot, the edge of the back foot is kind of rooted down. We want the whole foot flat on the mat. And if you need to bring your legs closer together, that is absolutely fine. And we're going to have our arms up, gazing over those front fingertips. And then we go into humble warrior, where we let that back hand gently rest on the back of the thigh, and the front hand reaches over the head. And that's my frozen shoulder side. And then back to warrior two. And one more time into that humble warrior. And then into our warrior two. And now drop that front elbow onto the front knee and let the left arm come up. And then we move back into our warrior two. So now we straighten that front leg and just shake those feet out. On an inhale, lift the arms up over the head. Exhale, we're going to do a forward fold, but you only need to go as far as works for your back. Maybe you have something in front of you that you can rest your hands on, a yoga block or a stool. If not, just stay wherever your body allows you to stay, or you may go all the way to your fingertips to the floor. And then we come up to what's called half lift. I'm going to let you see from the side. My spine is straight, my shoulders away from my ears, and my hands are resting gently right above my knees. That's half lift. And then we go back to forward fold. And then we're going to come down to the mat. So once we're on the mat, we're going to do what's called boat pose. And I'll do this from the side again so that you can see. We're going to do a modified boat pose for today. And this again, we're working on strength. We worked on holding some shapes with our lower body. And now we're going to work a little bit on our core. So just sit with your feet planted, your knees bent. And then Let your body just a little bit, just lean back a little bit and feel the lower belly engage. That's the important thing. Feel the lower belly engage, but don't go so far back that you feel like there's a strain on your back. Just lean back a little, and now just practice. Play around a little bit with lifting one foot and then the other. And one foot. And maybe today you don't lift your foot. That's fine. And now just maybe put your hands out in front of you, maybe palms up. Just hold that for a couple breaths. Belly is engaged. And then we sit back up. We're just doing a little at a time. You don't have to do everything at once. So we'll build up to maybe like a regular boat pose. But today we're doing what we're going to do. Now we're going to do a bridge pose. So go ahead and lay down on your mat. Bring the feet kind of close to the hips, maybe so your fingertips almost touch the heels or touch the heels. Let your back just really kind of rest into the mat. Palms are resting on the mat. And then push into the feet and lift the hips up. And lower. We'll do this 2 more times. Lift. And lower. And 1 more time. Lift. And lower. Now bring your legs up like to this 45-degree angle. Is that right? And just let your fingertips reach toward your toes. You don't have to lift your body. And just flex and point your toes. And maybe you put your hands behind your calf and just give it a little gentle stretch. And then the other leg. And then we bend our knees, plant our feet, and let the knees fall left to right, left to right. This is called windshield wiper. And then we are ready for Shavasana. Shavasana is called corpse pose also. And it's like that, the time at the end of your practice, if you're practicing yoga, where you just tell your body thank you for showing up for you today. And you just kind of let yourself settle in with what you've just done, that you've shown up for yourself. You've worked on some strength. You've worked on some flexibility. Maybe you've done something you never did before. And congratulations. Doing new things, trying new things is hard. It can be scary. So you showed up for yourself. So here we are in our Shavasana. And I'm going to just shut my mouth and allow you to rest after we get settled. So I want you to know, this is kind of traditional Shavasana, like the palms up, legs out straight. But if you have lower back issues, it might feel better for you to have your knees bent. You could even have your knees falling inward and toward each other, supporting each other. You may have your hands on your belly. There's no right way to end your practice with Shavasana or begin your practice with Shavasana. So now get into your comfortable shape. And I'm going to let you just gently settle in and just breathe normally. And when we're ready to come back into the space and open our eyes, I will let you know. If you would like to stay here longer, please do so. And if you're ready to come out of Shavasana and end your practice, I invite you to just blink your eyes open, roll over to your side, whichever side you prefer. Push yourself up to seated. Thank you for taking time for yourself today, and I hope to see you on the next one.